6 weeks on the carnivore diet now. What do you think my doctor had to say when he saw those first 30-day blood test results? A lot of you have questions about the carnivore or keto diet. Is it bad for your health, eating all of that beef, butter, and eggs? In this video, I'm going to go over with you my first 30-day blood test results from being on the carnivore diet. If you're interested in finding out how it worked out for me so far, stick around. Let's get right into it. I have been following the keto diet lifestyle for 17 years, but this year, 2025, I decided to try something new. Just doing carnivore diet, beef, butter, and eggs. And while I've been on the keto diet, I always get my blood checked regularly, but I was curious, and maybe you are too, how does the carnivore diet affect those blood test results? And that is what we're going to look at, my actual results in this video. If you're considering a dietary change to try and lose weight or get in shape or better your health, to try maybe keto or carnivore, I always recommend that you go get your blood tested before you start. Consult with your doctor and then do regular interval blood tests to make sure everything is progressing as you hoped. Let me know down in the comments why you switched to keto or carnivore in 2025 and how is that going for you so far this year. For me, I switched to carnivore because I had fallen off my diet plan towards the end of the year. I put on a few pounds and I needed to get back in shape and I wanted to do it as quickly as possible. So I picked a calorie restricted carnivore plan, and I'm going to do that for at least probably the first 90 days of this year and see where I'm at. So far now we are in the middle of February 2025 and I am down 14.5 pounds since January 1st. Last year in the gym, I injured my back, just a little minor back tweak under the barbell. And so I've had to lay off the gym for quite some time to let that heal up. And as I get back in the gym here in the next couple weeks, I'm probably going to need to increase that calorie intake. And once I hit my target weight, I will also increase my calorie intake on carnivore back to a normal rate. I'm eating only 1,600 calories a day, and I found that on the carnivore diet so far over the last 6 weeks, that has kept me full. I'm not hungry, and I hate being hungry. So I am absolutely loving this carnivore diet plan. But how is it affecting my blood? I am 57 years old. I have no pre-existing health conditions. And like I said, I've been doing the low carb lifestyle on keto for about 17 years, but never hardcore carnivore until 2025. Let's look at the results and then I'll talk at the end about what my doctor said. The first test panel we have here is the urinalysis. Everything on here is normal. You can see the ketones is marked in bold, 40 milligrams per deciliter. When you're doing a low carb or carnivore diet, that is exactly what you want to see. It lets me know that I am in moderate ketosis. Perfect. The next blood test that your doctor should pull for you is the TSH, or your thyroid stimulating hormone. Mine is in the normal range. Some of you guys are dealing with thyroid issues, just genetics or maybe diet or lifestyle. And it is important to take a baseline of that before you start a new nutrition plan. And then over time, as you're trying this more healthy eating lifestyle, go back and get your blood checked on a regular basis and see if your TSH scores are improving. A lot of people find that on an improved diet, they can reduce or even eliminate thyroid medication. Next up, we have the A1C, which the doc tells me is a way to measure your blood glucose over a longer period of time, about a 3-month look back. And you want the number to be under 5.7. Mine came in at 5.3. He said this is perfect, exactly what you'd expect from someone who is following a diet that is low in carbohydrates and not eating sugar. If you're struggling with diabetes, something like a keto or a carnivore diet might be worth talking to your doctor about. Next up, we have the CBC panel, or the complete blood count. Everything on mine is normal, exactly what we want to see 30 days in to the carnivore diet. Just 2 tests to go here on this second to last one. We have the comprehensive metabolic panel. This is going to tell you the status of your glucose, your liver function, your kidney function, your electrolytes. And you can see at the very, very top line there, my blood glucose came in fasting at 82, exactly what we want to see. Everything else on here, kidney function, liver function, electrolytes, is good. You can see the globulin and albumin are slightly out of range, 0.1 on the low side for globulin, 0.1 on the high side for the albumin. Doc said, don't worry about that. You're so close to being in range. This is not anything to be worried about. A lot of people worry, kidney function and liver. Can my body handle it on keto or even worse on carnivore? All of that meat, surely it's going to affect your kidney function. It is not affecting mine one bit. And like I said, between keto over the last 17 years, all of the protein and fat that I eat, and now on the carnivore diet, not a single problem. Now, granted, everybody is different, which is why you must go get your own blood tests before you start your diet plan and check in regularly with your doctor at whatever interval he recommends. Make sure you're staying on top of this stuff. The final panel is our lipids, and here is where my doc flipped his lid, and yours probably will too if you're on the keto or carnivore diet. And this is the hottest area of contention for anybody that is on a high protein, high fat diet. Your cholesterol might be out of whack. So it's important that you have a doctor that understands the keto or carnivore lifestyle, or they're going to want to put you on statins or tell you to immediately get off of this diet plan because that's going to kill you. Let's talk about what we have on the screen here. Total cholesterol first, 271. That is the sum of your HDL, LDL, and VLDL. Most of the people that I talk to and see online in the carnivore or keto lifestyle have numbers very similar to this, sometimes far worse, depending on exactly what they're eating. And this is an area that is hotly debated by doctors even that support this lifestyle. Is high cholesterol really the problem that we think it is? I'm not a doctor. You're going to have to make that own assessment for yourself in combination with your physician. My HDL came in a little bit low at 37. It should be higher than 40. I'm going to try starting some supplements of omega-3 fish oil and see if I can push that up. And as I get back into my exercise routine, I'm going to see if these improve the next time I do a blood test. Triglycerides were low, as you would expect. When you're not eating junk food, your triglycerides should look pristine. If you are eating a junk food lifestyle, these triglycerides are going to be sky high. And this is horrible for your health. High triglycerides can lead to a lot of different problems. Increased heart disease risk, increased risk of pancreatitis, increased risk of diabetes. And lastly, high triglycerides can be a component of what we call metabolic syndrome, which could be a combination of things: high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and that increased fat around your waist. You want to get those triglycerides down. You need to stop eating that packaged junk food. The final number on here is maybe the most concerning if you're obsessive about cholesterol. My LDL at 207. We'd probably like to see that number around 100 or lower, maybe 130 if you push it a little bit. 207, any doctor that's not familiar with keto or carnivore is going to tell you is going to put you at risk for plaque buildup in your arteries. That again is a hotly debated point within the community and outside the community of the keto and carnivore lifestyle. And there are continual ongoing studies to see if what we've been told over the past few decades is really true. I'm not here to tell you that that is good or bad. You do your own investigation and make your own decisions in conjunction with your doctor. The final two numbers on a lipid panel would be your cholesterol to HDL-C ratio. Mine is high at 7.3 because my HDL is lower than it should be and the LDL is higher than it should be. And finally, we have the non-HDL cholesterol, which is your LDL plus the VLDL. 234, we'd like that, as I said, to be below 100 for the LDL, below 130 for the combination of LDL plus VLDL. One thing that you can do if you're worried about plaque buildup in your arteries, or if your doctor is worried about it, is get a CT heart scan. Those typically run about $150 out of pocket, and that will give you maybe some peace of mind or some answers about the status of any plaque buildup in your arteries, in your heart. I have not had a CT scan before. I'm going to do one this year just because I'm curious. And when I get the results, I'll be sure and share those with you. Remember, I'm not a doctor. Make sure and check with your doctor and see what he recommends for you. And if you're just now thinking about starting a keto or carnivore diet, I would say get the CT scan done beforehand so you can see if you have any pre-existing problems. That way you don't get it done down the road and then accidentally blame your diet on keto or carnivore. If you got pre-existing issues, you want to get that known before you start. And then over time, you can go back and retest and see if it is improving or getting worse. So my doctor was very happy with all of the results. I'm 57. I'm not on any medications. I have no medical conditions. He's not happy with the LDL, but what we agreed is that we would come back and do another test on the blood in 8 weeks. Once I've started the exercise program, and as I get back down to my target weight, I got about 15 more pounds to go. Believe it or not, right down here at the waist level, all you guys that are middle-aged, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to retest in 8 weeks. And when I get that retest done, I will let you guys know if anything improved or got worse. Let me know down in the comments if you are doing keto or carnivore, if you've had your blood tested, what your doc said, and how things are going for you. I'd love to hear your results and how this lifestyle is working out for you. I'm Tony Denaro. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.